Hi, my friends. Sam Villa, Redken Global Artistic Ambassador here. Today I'd like to share with you a very unique way in working with a Marcel iron to create a little bit more of a lived-in organic type of texture. We're going to start to see this trend that looks like, is that done with a curling iron or not? But think more organic in terms of a trend happening. So let's get started. We're going to start by working with our 2-in-1 Marcel. Now allow me to explain that to you, what it is. 2-in-1. There's a button here that you can push, and when you push that button, the Marcel handle flies right off, and now you have a wand. We've actually extended this an inch longer so you can actually work with longer hair. When you choose to slide it back in, just align the two pieces that you see here, align them together, and it snaps right back in. We're going to work with it as a Marcel. When we're doing this, as you can see, the texture I'm creating is very organic. You want to do this naturally. I suggest you work with your hands. So I'm just going to take a section. Okay, now my product of choice is going to be our Redken's Iron Shape 11. That's going to be my product of choice. A thermal heat protector, going to use the height of the bottle to determine how far away I spray. Now that's going to give me a little bit of moisture so I get true protection on that. We're going to take the iron. I'm on the right side. So in order for me to work with this, it's important I place the iron in my left hand so that I point the barrel of the iron down. You could do it in your right hand. You're going to take it back and away. You can do it in your right hand. I prefer taking it in my left hand because I want to move this forward. I'm going to flat wrap it. So I'm not going to go through and do the traditional kind of twist and flat. I'm going to go in. Then I'm going to violin. So I'm just going to violin that up and down. That's going to stretch that at the same time, give me some movement. Now I end up violin high, take the iron out, rotate the other way, clamp down as you're rotating. Now open and bring that back in. And now just let it sit. Now just slide out. Once you come through, just work with your hands and you can see how I get those ends. The means to creating today's ends is leaving them out. Don't take them through an iron. Let's take another random section, okay? And now our Iron Shape 11 product, not an option, a necessity. Okay, and then once again, working with the 2-in-1. Working in my left hand, flat wrap it, okay? I'm not twisting it this season to get this organic kind of texture. Okay, I don't want that crest of wave. Now I'm going to reverse it and go the opposite way, clamp down so you stabilize that, so you can wrap it. That's why I want you to just go in and do that. Now notice how quick I release that. So I'm just getting a little bit of bend, but I'm keeping those ends straight. So I just get this really kind of organic texture, and it's just a matter of just working with your hands. Let's go through our last texture here. And remember, we want to flat wrap this. Iron goes in my left hand. Now, watch, I'm going to control the cord, taking the cord around my elbow, so I would control that, so it's not flying into her eyes or into her face. Once you get one wrap, now just violin down and up. By violining down and up, I'm heating up that section, and I'm actually stretching that, but at the same time, I'm giving it some undulation, and there it is there. Once I'm there, as you clamp down so that you don't create a line, start to wrap, and then clamp. Now softly slide that in, and now just take your iron and slide out. So you get that little bit of stiffness or straightness in that, and now just work with your hands. So now you can just see the texture that I've got. It almost looks like it's just a very lived-in texture in terms of that. See how this hair keeps falling into her eyes? So I'm just going to take this hair back and away. I'm just going to bring it back where I want that to sit. Okay, and now I'm just going to come through, and just that section that I picked up, I'm just going to rouge it right at that spot right there, just so I get that to just stay back a little bit more with her. So to see this section, just bring it back, going to take a section, just intertwine it, and now just rouge that. Now when I start to play with it, it just stays there a little bit better. Now my hairspray of choice I'm going to work with is going to be my Redken hairspray, and then I want you to use the height of the can to determine how far you keep that away. So I'm going to go with my Control Addict 28, okay, using the height of the can to determine my distance. Spraying my hands and just coming through and working some into my hands. Now you can just see how I've got that really lived in, just organic texture there in terms of working with that. So once again, it's all about education. At San Via, we're about taking hairdressers and making hairdressers better hairdressers. And we believe in doing that through the process of education. Remember, my friends, if you're able to watch this, I want you to share this with your salon team. A team is more than a collection of people. It's a matter and a process of give and take. Do me a favor, give it away. Thanks for watching.